So Coach Prime keeps it real about the TCU situation and their upcoming matchup against Alcorn State. Man, Coach Prime did not hold anything back. And see, this is a reason why I did not make a video saying that such and such happened with Coach Prime. He had an interview. Nobody knows the full story. And I knew it would be irresponsible of me to put that out there. I get it. You put any news about an alleged coaching hire or potential coaching hire, coaching search, you're going to get views. But not all views are good views. That's the one thing I learned on YouTube. I get it. We live in this clout era. Everybody trying to get clout. But I had to trust my conscience. I knew not to make that video. I was going to. I'm human. I was so close to, but I'm like, I'm not hearing anything from TCU itself. And then I've also heard rumors about the candidates they're trying to get. Like, they're trying to get some big names. And Coach Prime is a big name, but in the coaching circles, when you got Kellen Moore, Chris Peterson, that used to coach Boise and Washington, and many more, the coach from Louisiana, the list goes on. Jay Norvell, who's doing a fantastic job in Nevada. When I saw those names, I said to myself, those are most likely the candidates. So I didn't pay any mind to it. But Coach Prime, he sets the record straight. He talks about his team preparation against Alcorn, letting everybody know that he's going to take them seriously. And it's not going to be a matchup where Jackson State thinks they shit don't stink and takes it like it's a regular game. No, they're going to take this seriously. He's going to reiterate that. I'm going to show you a clip. He also talks about family and dealing with that injury. I don't think people realize that the last thing that was on Coach Prime's mind was football. We all didn't know the severity of this injury. We just knew that he had to go back to the hospital from a previous foot surgery he had weeks ago. He had to go right back to get it corrected. But here's what he said.
You think I joined the book club? Am I asking you?
Absolutely. We appreciate you, Coach. Coach, once again, welcome back. If you could please just open us up with a statement about your team's most recent game versus Southern.
I'm proud of my guys. I'm proud of the coaching staff. Proud of Coach Fleet, first and foremost, for taking over everything and just continuing the commitment to excellence. We didn't miss a beat. The kids respected them, honored them, loved them, appreciated them. And the whole staff, man, done a phenomenal job. Hat goes off to shoot Southern for the game that they just played. And I talked to the coach this morning and reiterated my apology to the nonsense that happened at the conclusion of the game. But it is what it is. I mean, it's a tough rivalry. We know that. But we got to do better, and we will do better.
Appreciate those comments, Coach. Open questions. First question is Charles Bishop.
Coach, how you doing? Welcome back.
Excellent. Thank you, my man.
I wanted to start off by asking, what was it like for you, not only as a coach, but as a father, to watch Shedeur lead that game-winning drive, and then for Shiloh to close things out with that interception?
Phenomenal. I mean, it's no coincidence. Just think about it. We scored 21 points, which is a heck of a sign from the Lord to me. Shedeur did what he did. Shiloh closed it out, man. If that wasn't God had in his hand around me and around us in that particular game, I don't know what it was, but it was a tremendous feat by not only my kids, man, but by the whole team, but especially the defense, how they performed all game long.
And I want to follow up on that by asking a game like this where you have some adversity and fight through and win it at the end. In terms of the, I believe, how big does that going forward with regards to you building this program?
Well, I told them at halftime I only needed 22 that believed. That's all. We need 11 offensively and 11 on special teams. We just need to field the team offensively and defense. That's all we needed was 22 that was willing to come out the locker room and believe. That was the message at halftime. We weren't consistent. We were giving second chances with jumping off sides. We weren't executing offensively. We couldn't run the ball at all. But we believe. It's not one moment in that game that I felt like we would lose. I consistently believed, and I knew we would get it done in the end.
Sure thing. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Next question goes to Jean-Jacques Taylor.
Hey, Coach, can you describe your emotions over the last 3-4 weeks of not being able to?
Jock, my man, it's been tough. It hadn't been easy. I don't know if most of you know, except for Shiloh because he went to South Carolina. But my kids have never played a game without me. You got to understand that thought process. And Shador, me calling plays for him his last 4 years and us just never being apart for the last, his whole life. Never missed a game. So that wasn't easy, man. I mean, that's not only my team here at Jackson State, these are my kids, and I'm not there for them. So it was tremendously tough. Tremendously tough.
Next question.
Secondly,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. Secondly, how many times did Ashley Robinson have to stop you from coming up there while you've been out?
Oh, sure. He had to stop me not one time for coming up here while I was out. I wasn't able to come up here while I was out. That's the thing. But we spoke often. We spoke quite a bit, more so than anything. I look forward to Saturdays, man. I look forward to game days. That kept me motivated. It kept me uplifted, kept me inspired. And me having my phone and could work my fingers and let them know what we needed to do during the course of the game was phenomenal too, and seeing the message relayed. So that was very prominent, and I had fun doing that.
Thank you.
Next question goes to James Hill.
Hey, Coach Prime, great to see you again. Shador, Shiloh, and the entire JSU Tigers who dressed down competed. Can you talk about that victory at Southern as you guys continue to basically control your own destiny through hard work?
Well, I'm happy with the team. I'm happy with us fighting through adversity, us overcoming adversity in a hostile environment. I really am. And we didn't play great all game, but we played great when we needed to play great. And it was a monumental win. I think, when was the last time we beat Southern? 2013? Something like that. It was quite some time. And when we got to learn how to win, but not only how to win, but how to win with class. Because I don't like the way it concluded. But I'm thankful and appreciative of the victory.
Coach, when you're coaching up a football team and you're on the road to SWAC championships, Celebration Bowl, and there's all these beautiful things at the end, just talk about the grind and continuing to believe, as you say, and move forward.
Well, we go one practice, man. We're not looking down the street by any means. We practice for practice. The way we practice is normally the way we play. And the way we compete at practice is normally the way we compete in the game. So we grade practice really tough. Guys lose their starting positions in practice, not in the game. They lose it in practice. So we're cut a little different. We're not looking for the championship Celebration Bowl. That's the last thing on our mind right now. We're looking to go out tomorrow. We practiced yesterday. Today's the off day. We're going to go out tomorrow and have a great day of practice. That's the way we think.
Thank you, sir. Feel better. Great to see you, and good luck versus Alcorn.
Thank you, my man.
Next question goes to Keisha Kelly.
Hey, Coach Prime, how are you?
How you doing?
I'm good. Now, I remember asking you this question last year, so I'm gonna kind of go back to it. I asked you, when you're on the field and your sons are playing for you, is it dad or coach? But throughout this time, we've seen more, dad moments. Can you kind of just talk about that moment after Shador got the touchdown, that moment, and what you were saying to him? Because we saw the emotions, the hug, the crying. Can you kind of just talk about that moment?
I think you've seen the moment and you assume that that's always dad. No, that was the only moment I think we shared during the game moment in our high school career as well as this short college career that we've had. Everything else has been coach and giving him information and asking for information. But that moment, you got to understand, that moment has culminated because of my condition. That moment was stimulated because that kid, came to the hospital every day to see me. And then during the last week, he said, "Dad, I need you back. I need you back on the sideline." So that moment was about that. It was about the years of work that we put in and just him hearing my voice and knowing just what to do when he hear me. So that moment was certainly a dad moment, but I think that was probably the only one that we've garnished over the last several years. But it was a real moment.
Okay. And then follow-up question, going into hostile territory in Lorman, Mississippi, any concerns or anything that you're looking at going over to play the Alcorn Braves under Fred McNair?
Well, we're playing at home this week, I believe.
Oh.
So that's not a bad question, but we're playing at home this week.
Okay. All right. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Next question goes to Kendrick Marshall.
Yeah, Coach, while you were away from the team, some reports surfaced that you had a conversation with TCU and they were interested in your services. How true is that? And what do you make of the continued interest from other schools and all these rumors?
Well, TCU is not the only one interested in my services. Ashley Robinson is interested in my service in finishing out what I completed. Never believe rumors, especially when I've been in the hospital for during a month. I'll say so. Never just go out there and believe what you hear, my man. But trust me, there TCU and several others are not the only one interested in what we do here in Jackson State. People trying to figure out the formula. There ain't no formula, man. It's loving on these kids, challenging these kids, holding these kids accountable, making sure they maintain themselves to be smart, tough, fast, and disciplined. And that's the secret. Not everyone has this recipe.
Right. And so I'm guessing while you were out, how much did you think about your commitment to Jackson State and what you are trying to build there?
You mean when I was in a hospital bed for during that month? You mean that time?
Yeah.
Think about that, what you just asked me. I'm in a hospital bed trying to make sure I could come back, period. And you think I'm thinking about coaching at a college?
Well, it's something that was on a lot of folks' mind, whether or not you would come back or not.
It's on a lot of folks' mind, a lot of our folks. Think about this, man. I'm in a hospital bed fighting, in a real fight. You have no idea. Nobody on this line have no idea what I've gone through. You just can assume and guess and analyze this and analyze that. You have no idea. You think I'm in a damn wheelchair just to be in a wheelchair because I'm stunned? I'm a dog, man. I'm a man's man. I like to do stuff on my own. I'm being helped in the car, out of the car, to the bathroom, out the bathroom, and you think I want this? So you think I'm thinking about departing or doing this and doing that, man? I'm thinking about my life and how I could bless the multitudes, and God ain't finished with me yet. So it's my thought process. How I can help the next man up. How I can help the next sister raise her kids if the dad ain't doing his. How I could bring us together, unite us. How I could stop the darn killing in Jackson, Mississippi. How we could have a wonderful weekend and have 60,000 black folks as well as white, black, and Hispanic folks in one setting, and we don't have to worry about no one dying that night, man. Those are my thoughts. That's what my life is about. Connectivity and taking people upward.
Coach, if we could just take two more questions. Next question is from Corey Thompson.
A good question, though, my brother. Good question.
Hey, Coach, welcome back. Congratulations on the win. You guys have a spot in the SWAC title game. How big is that for you guys to be in there?
That's tremendous. Not only tremendous for the team, but it's tremendous for the family, the JSU nation, the JSU family. I love, man. It's tremendous of the toil that we've gone through over the last, a decade and a half. It's been a minute. It's a tremendous feat. And I'm so darn proud of these young men and everyone connected to our program. It shows what unity and what togetherness and what challenging people to do right when wrong is the obvious choice. They still choose to do right. These young men, man, I love them to life. And I'm happy. This is a tremendous feat. People just thought we were joking when we said I believe. But we really believe, without a shadow of a doubt. And everybody on that stadium that's going to wear blue, white, and red, they may not believe, but they're going to have on apparel. But you rest assured that 11 on that field is going to believe. And those coaches on that apparel on that sideline is going to believe.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Last question. Appreciate it. Last question goes to Stephen J. Gaither.
Good afternoon, Coach. Welcome back.
How you doing, my man?
Doing well. You talk about last week at Southern, a rivalry game, and this week, no different, an in-state rivalry game. You guys have clinched your championship spot. They're looking to do theirs. Just talk about keeping the intensity up. I mean, you guys have been the 100 all year, but just talk about doing that with it's still a high stakes game, right?
Well, definitely. You asked me that question. It seemed like you was insinuating that we may not go out there and give it our all because we're already in. I don't think like that, man. We don't play games in between the lines. As long as we in between the lines and there's a film guy up there filming, that means we got to be serious because these guys are trying to go pro. They're not trying to go to college. They're in college. They're trying to go pro. They're trying to get to the next level. They're trying to impress. They're trying to get someone's attention. So that's my common theme. Every time we take the field, we aim to win, and we aim to be dominant on either three phases of the game, special teams, including offense and defense. So we're going to go out there and take this game like it's a championship game, like we do every game.
Okay. Appreciate it, Coach.
Thank you.